Welcome to Gamereactor TV. We're here in Paris to look at all the latest titles from Ubisoft. Check it out.
Brothers in Arms Hell's Highway is the third game in the Brothers in Arms series, and it's our first Brothers in Arms game in this new generation of technology: Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Windows Vista DirectX 10. We'll also have a Windows XP version. This new technology allows us to do a lot of things, both in graphics and in gameplay, and we've got a lot of great invention in this game.
Can you tell us something about the technology that you're using and how it's changing the gameplay?
Well, we started with the Gears of War engine, which is great stuff. We call it Unreal Engine 3. And in fact, Gearbox has done so much work on it, we call our version Unreal Engine 3.5. We've done a lot of work on this technology. We want it to look super high fidelity. We want to believe we're there. And I think some of the holy grails for us in a game like this is to simulate cover and simulate the effect of our weapons on cover. So now, for the first time, we can destroy the environment. If the enemy's hiding behind a wooden fence, I can destroy that fence. And we're not just replacing it with a broken version. Every point my bullet goes in can break the wood and shred it bit by bit. It's very interesting. It's a lot of fun. And I can use heavier weapons like bazookas to knock down, sandbag emplacements or take out tanks. So there's soft cover, there's medium cover, and there's hard cover, and there's different tools at my disposal that can tear this apart. It's very fun stuff.
How do you balance out fun and realism?
Colonel John F. Antal, a retired U.S. Army colonel, an author and historian who's written books that West Point uses to train its young officers. He's spent a lot of time with our team. He's been working full-time with us since the beginning. And he's introduced us to veterans, people that were actually there in World War II, including a gentleman named George Koskomecki, who wrote the book Hell's Highway. And he jumped out of the plane in Operation Market Garden right behind General Taylor, the division commander of the 101st Airborne. And these men, including Colonel Antal and these other veterans, have taught me something about their feelings, about the intent, about the sense of the experience. So our definition of authenticity with respect to Brothers in Arms is about getting the intent. And in addition to that, we want to recreate the real places. We want to recreate the places such that if you played the game and memorized the environments, that you could probably go to these real places and get a job as a tour guide. We get it that close. But when it comes to gameplay, there's a lot that we choose not to simulate. It's no fun to stop to have to drink a canteen every couple hours like the men did in the war. It's no fun to have to stop to go to the bathroom. Digging foxholes, I've done it. The colonel's had me out there in the field, I've dug a foxhole. No fun. We're not going to do it. What we want to get to is the core combat. We want to get to tactics, the real important decisions about how to fight and win and how to fight as a team. And we want to touch on the brotherhood between soldiers. We want to tell a character story that deals with the emotions of squad leaders. How do you become a squad leader? How do you learn how to make decisions and what tactics are relevant? And as you are a squad leader, how do you deal with the fact that the things you care most about, your men, can get killed? That your job is to put them in harm's way. How do you deal with the fact that your best friends will get killed without going insane? It's a tough problem, and it's very important to the story.
Gearbox is doing a lot of new things. Can you tell us something about the new products you're doing and the direction that Gearbox is moving in?
Obviously, my company, Gearbox Software, is very interested in a lot of things. We've worked with some of the most interesting brands in the video game business. It was great working with the Half-Life games. We made 3 Half-Life games with Valve, and they were great partners, and it was a lot of fun to do that. We really enjoyed working with Halo. We brought Halo to the PC and introduced that game to the internet. And we also were able to create some new content working with our partners up in Microsoft, the Bungie guys. Great guys, awesome game. This kind of stuff is really interesting to us. Obviously, we love our brand, Brothers in Arms, and we have more things that we're creating. We have some great things in development right now, some things we haven't talked about, and some things that have been mentioned. I don't think it's a secret that we've done a deal with Sega and Fox, and we're going to make a game based in the Aliens franchise. We're working really hard on that, and I'm sure soon we'll be allowed to talk about that one. There's some other things that we're doing that are going to be announced soon, and we're very excited.
I heard something about Heat.
Yeah, I've had some meetings with Michael Mann, and since I first saw the film Heat, I've wanted to make a game based on it. It's a great story, and I think that there's some room for interactive entertainment to deal with the challenge between cops and robbers. We haven't actually started on this project yet, but it's something that I'm impassioned by, and it's something that we've talked a lot with the filmmakers about, and they're interested in doing too. So hopefully we'll be able to get started on that one soon.
Regarding Alien, are you in some way working with Obsidian on their title? Are you exchanging ideas in some way? or?
There's people on our production team that share things with them. They talk a lot. They're totally different directions. Our game's about becoming a colonial marine and looking at it from the colonial marine's perspective. And we'll talk a lot more about that. I have a lot of respect for the Obsidian guys. I know they're doing great work, but they should tell their story.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.